This video is exactly what you need right now to start your healing journey. Let's dive in. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Christina and I help empower people on their spiritual and healing journey to help them have a more fulfilling and purposeful life. Like most people, maybe you've gone on some kind of self-discovery journey, you've gone backpacking, you've gone outside of yourself to discover yourself. You look for external things that will give you the answer. You're looking for some answer. What is my purpose? How do I start healing? How do I let go? What is it that I need to do to have a more fulfilling life? How do I really take that first step to heal so then I can begin to have a more fulfilling life, more of a high vibe life? And this was what happens. It keeps us in this trap of seeking something outside of ourselves, because we are always looking for that thing to make us whole, worthy, and complete. But we are already 100% whole, worthy, and complete. It's only social conditioning, programming, the matrix, trauma, everything that programs our subconscious mind, our psyche, and tells us that we are not whole, we are not complete, but we are on a divine level, whole, worthy, and complete. We are worthy just for existing. And so this video here is for you, for me to tell you that in order to start that healing journey, we have to stop looking outside of ourselves for that healing. We have to go within. Because after so long, what begins to happen is that those external resources kind of get used up. Maybe you go to some Reiki, you do ayahuasca, you do some body work, breath work. You're looking for these modalities. You go on some kind of like backpacking adventure, going somewhere on a vacation to find yourself. These are all like external things that may not necessarily change how we feel on the inside. And so when those things finally get used up, those external resources, because you feel like they are not working, the only option is actually going within. And when we go within, that's when the real healing work can begin. When we finally sit with ourselves and stop running away from our problems, suppressing our emotions, and feeling we have to seek something outside of ourselves to make us feel whole and complete. And when we sit with ourselves, when we finally discover who we are on the inside, that's when the relationship with yourself begins to transform. And what do I mean by sitting with ourselves, going within? It means looking at our inner world, and that consists of all of your limiting beliefs that you have about yourselves. And what's a limiting belief? A limiting belief could be, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough. All of your fears that are within you as well, that fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of judgment. This all resides in our inner world, in our subconscious, and in our body as well, in the nervous system, in our cells. This pain and trauma and these beliefs can get held as well. And in our inner world, it also consists of all of those suppressed emotions, the inner child wounds, and the shadow. This is ultimately, in one big umbrella term, our shadow. And when I started really doing my shadow work, which I was kind of unaware of, it was shadow work I was doing when I first went through my spiritual awakening. I was doing some deep, deep work with myself, sitting with myself and asking really hard questions. This is like, why do I behave in that certain way? Why is it I have to feel jealous about that? Why do I feel jealous about that person? What is it within me? And I stopped actually suppressing and ignoring these thoughts that were coming up, all of my emotions, ranging from guilt, shame, envy, jealousy, depression. I was analyzing all of it. And then when I started doing all of that, my vibration raised. I felt happier, I felt blissed, I felt calm because I was releasing all of that resistance, that emotional baggage that I was holding on to, that I was suppressing in my inner world. And so I felt way more joy. I felt happier. I was literally attracting more high vibrational people into my life. I have no low vibrational friendships anymore. I am super happy with my friendships and the people I surround myself with. And if this is something that you are deeply craving, more deep and meaningful relationships, and you want to transform yourself, I'm teaching a workshop called Inner Alchemy, the Path to Transformation. You'll learn a step-by-step process of how to change from within instead of seeking external validation, external things, and how you can overcome everyday suffering and how you can transmute the energy of everyday life, that pain, that suffering, into purpose, into more fulfilling life. So if you want to learn how to embody a better version of yourself, just click the link in the pinned comments below to sign up now. And guess what? It's completely free. This is no BS, no tricks, no nothing. It's completely free and it's on the 8th of April at 8 p.m. UK time. And I can't wait to see you there. So when I finally actually started to heal myself from within, actually really deeply analyzed my limiting beliefs, reprogrammed myself, did that deep cellular work, I started to actually change the relationship with myself. I started to feel more self love. Self compassion was a huge one for me. And that's not to say I'm so blissed out. I'm this ascended being. I have it all figured out. I love myself. I'm so like whole and complete. Healing and change is an ongoing process. There's always this life, death, life, this rebirth of never ending evolution that occurs. So life is a constant letting go. So we always have to let go of the old self to rebirth a new self. And probably in a year's time, this self here, I will look differently. I might have a new hairstyle. I might behave differently. And if you want to embody a new version of yourself, be that most high version of yourself, and let go of that old version of yourself, come and join us on that workshop of inner alchemy, because that will be your starting point for your transformational healing journey for good. And then you'll start to feel differently about yourself. You won't think yourself as a worthless piece of shit. You'll think yourself as you are worthy, you are capable, you are good enough, because that's a limiting belief that I really did hold on to for a very long time. And I still pushed through that. I took the courage, because if I still believed I wasn't capable, I wasn't good enough, I wouldn't be sat here right now doing this video with you right now. I'd be tucked away saying, I can't do it. I can't possibly go on camera. I can't do it. Everybody else can, but I can't because I'm just not good enough and I'm not worthy. But we are all already whole, worthy, and complete. And when we start to go within and change that inner world, our outer world will start to change, because our reality, our life is always a reflection of how we are feeling deeply on the inside. All that programming is operating on autopilot, and your negative thoughts, every thought is giving off a vibrational frequency, which then will be reflected back to you in your everyday life. But when you go within and start to transform within, go through that transformation process, that alchemical process, that's when you'll see your external world change, because of the life, death, life cycle that always occurs. And so, with that all being said, I will see you all on the next video, just here. Much love.